Good day to you all. My name is Juan Jose Gutierrez and I'm your instructor for this semester. It's time to introduce the third module of our first unit, and we have already gone through a lengthy and interesting, I would hope, discussion on what is evolution and what's the role of science versus other ways of knowing, particularly belief and religious belief. And we sort of set up in the last module that we understand anthropology as a scientific endeavor. But we also talked about how anthropology was an all-encompassing science that really borrows from other fields to generate knowledge of all different aspects of the human experience. So as you will be able to tell by the different modules and sections of this course, we will be talking about almost anything that moves around the life of humans in the planet, from the things we do, from the reasons why we behave in certain ways, to our genetic makeup, to our cultural devices that we use to live around, language. You know, it's just really all-encompassing. But let's go one step at a time. The module that we're going to be exploring now, it's a module that talks about evolution in detail, right? And you might want to ask, why do we care about evolution and certain biological processes? Isn't this supposed to be anthropology? We need to understand where we come from, and why do we have bones in certain ways, and why do we have a head on top of the shoulders? Let's not take that for granted. So in order to understand how we evolved as evolution to become what we are today, a heavily specialized in cognitive processes species, we need to see that long-standing evolution. And that's what we're going to be talking about. It's important that at the end of this session, you will remember and sort of revisit many of the concepts that I'm pretty sure you have already explored in your life as a high schooler and before, and in your readings. But I want to make sure that you remember and you have fresh in your mind some of the key central concepts to understand evolution, which will be, for example, what is the difference between a phenotype and a genotype, what is natural selection, how does natural selection work, what is a gene pool, what is genetic drift, what is gene flow, what is speciation, all these words and concepts that we have to have in mind when explaining and understanding evolution. Once we have set this base understanding on the fundamental elements of evolution, then we are ready to move into another couple of chapters that I think are fascinating, that talk about the long-standing evolution of primates in the planet, process of which we are a current development, so to speak. So I'm hoping this will get you interested. Brush up your knowledge and understandings of evolution, and let's talk about little animals and bigger animals in the planet. Hope you enjoyed the session.